What's up, here is Danny. Today a short update on tubeless systems. I made already these are one of my oldest episodes about tubeless systems, so I made the episode. You can see how I do it, but I came across different problems while doing different wheels, especially on my FSI carbon wheels. So today I'm gonna do some troubleshooting episode, very short one. So what tubeless system is means that we don't have any inner tube in our rim. We just put the tire on, and it has the airtight connection in between the rim and the tire. It is really great system. This is the way to go. No flats since I turned tubeless. Before, 2-3 flats each month. It was so irritating. So this helps. And this also helps with lower pressure of our wheels. So as I said, when you upgrade your bike with the rigid fork, having lower pressure is a good thing. And having lower pressure is always a good thing, because you can just adjust the pressure to your weight and the course you're gonna go through, for example, on the races. We can basically have two problems. Problem with the tape or problem with the tire. So let's start with the tape. This is the old school Mavic Crossmax wheel, which I turned tubeless, and it's not prepared for tubeless system at all. I just used the tape. You can see the yellow tape here inside from Stan's No Tubes. So putting the tape around so that we close all those holes for the spokes or the nipples here, so it's all now closed. It made the airtight connection, really good one. Okay, then I put the tire, and everything was fine, but it was so much different on the FSI. What was the problem? Two problems. The quality, I do like the quality of Stan's No Tubes tape, did not want to stick to the carbon rim, which was just surprising to me. And also the shape of the inner wall, it's curved so much that going around the wheel with the tape didn't make a nice connection between the tape and the rim, because there was lots of bubbles. It would stick out. I was just surprised, what's happening? So first off, you need to degrease the rim, and that's just the basics of it. We always do that, so it's not even a troubleshooting, but use some good degreasers to degrease the rim and wait until the rim is dry. Then what I did, I would go around my rim with the tape, slowly pushing it into the shaping, this curve of the rim with my finger, very slowly. Still, there was hundreds of bubbles and it would still stick out, but I was finally able to go around that wheel with the tape and just finish that job. And what I did next, I wouldn't even think about going tubeless right away. I just put the inner tube, my tire, and I inflated the tire to the maximum. It was, I don't remember exactly, 60 or 65 psi, and I would ride like it for 2 weeks. So I just left the bike with the high pressure so that the inner tube would be pushing against the tape for a couple of weeks, maybe even more than 2 weeks. I was really careful with that because I don't want to get flats on my races. I work so much to go to the race and spend so much money, time and effort, so I don't want to have any failure with my machine. And after that 2 or 3 weeks, when I removed the wheel, removed the tire and the inner tube, I saw that finally my tape was in. And maybe some tiny bubbles here and there, but finally it was there and it didn't stick out. It looked cool. So that would be the problem shooting with the tape. Putting the inner tube, if you have this problem, and inflate the wheel to the maximum limit of your rim and tire, and leave it like that for some time. If you're gonna ride the bike, just be careful, because a lot of pressure means less grip, less traction. So that was the first thing. The second thing, is putting the tire. If you have problems putting the tire on your rims, just let the tire lay down on the floor in the sunny weather, in the sun. So you want to have your tire more flexible, just, you know, hot tires are good for doing that job. All right, so that would be the first troubleshooting with the tire. The next one, when the tire is already there and we have problems just sealing it up, the first thing I would recommend is to use really soapy water. So not just a little bit of soap, you want to really have soapy water so that it will create all those bubbles around there and try to seal any gaps. So I would say a lot of soap, not just a little bit, but a lot of soap. The next one is you don't want to do it with the mini pump for sure, but sometimes the stationary pump would not be enough. But if you don't have compressor, you would maybe go to the gas station to do it, or to your friend. The stationary pump did let me seal most of the wheels. 29ers, not so much, because there needs to be more air. So in order to help yourself with blowing the air into your tire, you want to remove the valve. Okay, we are certainly removing the valve just for inflating the tire and sealing the connection between the tire's bead, this part of the tire right here, and the rim. Once it's done, then we mount the valve and then we can inflate it once more. Why do we do it? Because when we remove the valve, the end of the valve, not the whole valve, right? But just this little thing here, we are able to blow more air into the tire. So that might help. If it doesn't help still, and you see that there is pretty much gap between the bead, the tire, and your rims, you might want to consider putting more layers of the tape around the wheel. What it helps with is that it will support, once more, the bead of the tire a little bit better. So the bead will be supported from the bottom, right? And sometimes it will just solve the problem. And that's basically it. The last one, the last possibility for you, if you don't have friend with the compressor and it doesn't work for you so much with the mini pump. The first thing I did with the tape problem, put the inner tube and just inflate the tire, and sometimes the tire will just seal the connection between the rim and the bead, at least on one side. And when you remove the inner tube, open up only one side of the tire. So be very careful when you use the tire levers. Don't pull too much, because then it could just, open on both sides. Open just one side and make sure that one side, the other side of your tire, just sticks nicely to the rim. Then remove the inner tube, put the special tubeless valve, and then you're gonna have to seal up just one side of the tire. Means that you're not gonna lose the air pressure on the other side, just on one side. So then just a lot of soapy water on one side and it might work for you. Okay, so basically using the inner tube first can be a really good idea, and use it for even a week or two on longer, so that the tape will just nicely stick to the rim and your tire will get the right shape. Then using a lot of soap, removing the end of the valve so that you can blow in more air into it. And if the tire seems to be loose, using more layers of the tape might work for you. So these are the problems I solved somehow. And if you have any other hacks and tricks for that, put those in the comments. and hopefully it will work for you as well. Thanks for watching. See ya.